I can move stuff with my mind.
Did it work? Did it work? Oh.
Hello Film Geeks, and welcome to another episode of The Film Geeks. Make sure you remember to subscribe and follow us on Twitter at The Film Geeks. That is with a Z. Are you going to take the goggles off?
I kind of like them, but do you want me to take them off?
I think that would be best.
You're always judging me. So yes, please go check out our other videos. We'll have links in the bio below. We have done Godzilla, Guardians trailer, Blended, other sorts of movies. Yeah, I was there in spirit. Today we will be reviewing X-Men Days of Future Past, a spoiler review. So if you haven't seen the movie, don't.
If you haven't seen the movie, go see it. There's something wrong with you.
Yeah, well, maybe people are busy this weekend.
I don't care.
So, you know.
Go see it.
I've already seen it twice.
Lucky. I've only seen it once, and I missed the first 15 minutes of it.
Which is probably one of the best parts of the movie.
Is it?
Yeah, I really like the beginning. Okay, so let's start with good things.
Well, let me explain why I missed the first 15 minutes. We went to the drive-in, a group of my friends, myself, him.
I'm part of that friends.
And just as the movie started to go,
it was such a nice day.
It started raining.
And then
So we were all scrambling, trying to figure out what to do, because we were gonna sit outside the car.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us did, some of us didn't. He sucked it up.
I did. I was sitting in the rain. Everyone's freaking out. I'm just like, I'm enjoying the movie. I think I got a cold from it. I don't care. I'm sitting in my little sweatshirt. I'm just going like this. I'm watching the movie, blocking everything out. I just need to sink it in. And then everyone was just freaking out. I'm just like, I'm just gonna get wet. Who cares?
I couldn't put up with it. So I missed the first 15 minutes trying to figure out what to do.
Then they just sat in the car.
Yeah.
And it stopped raining, I think. After
a while.
halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
So
you want to go on who stars?
So this movie stars Hugh Jackman. This movie stars Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Patrick Stewart as the older Professor X. Then we have Sir Ian McKellen as the older Magneto. We have Jennifer Lawrence, I love her so much, as Mystique.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Michael Fassbender as Magneto, the younger one, and James McAvoy as the younger Charles Xavier.
And we got Halle Berry as Storm.
With Nicholas Hoult as Hank, or Beast, as most people know him.
He's good.
And who was the
guy from Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
The midget, he was in it.
The short guy, he was Trask.
He's an angry elf.
What was his name though? Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, Trask and
Trask, not the black Trask, but the short Trask.
Racist.
Well, Trask was in X3.
I guess.
And he was black.
I haven't seen that movie in a while.
Good.
So let's start with what we thought was good about the movie.
The movie itself was awesome. Your turn.
I thought what I loved about this movie was the way they incorporated. There's an ending scene. I know you didn't like this. You said you didn't like it. They kept switching back from future to past in this movie, and I thought they handled that very well. They started in the future and got in the past, and then towards the end of the movie they started switching back to show what's going on while Wolverine is in the past.
Yeah, but they don't only do it at the very beginning and at the very end. They did it in like the middle of the movie where we didn't need to know what was going on.
No, they didn't do it in the middle.
Yeah, that whole scene where Magneto was like shooting Mystique in the leg, and Wolverine was like,
well, that was only one time.
I'm losing it. He didn't have to do that. Although it did make it cool in the past part because he's like, where am I?
Yeah.
Who are you?
But I thought it was handled very well, especially towards the ending where the younger versions of themselves and Wolverine were in Washington D.C. fighting the older Sentinels, or the ones in the 1970 Sentinels, and then the X-Men in the future were fighting the new Sentinels in China.
Was it in China?
It was Asia. I believe it was
somewhere.
China. It was Moscow, then it was China.
Yeah.
Beijing. Yeah, because they saw the wall. Okay, no, keep going.
Something I really enjoyed was bashed on when it was first released. No one wanted it. But Quicksilver. Come on, that guy was awesome.
He was really good. He was probably one of the best new characters, or like, was the best new character.
I hear he's coming back for Apocalypse.
Exciting stuff.
Except something that Wolverine kept saying, "Oh, I know a guy." And he's like, "You're a bit slower when you're older." I wish he knows him. He knows him, but we don't yet. What is life?
Can we just stop?
No,
You're acting like a child.
I am. But yeah, Quicksilver was awesome. It's a lawnmower.
Okay.
Although it's raining.
Yeah, his scene his scene in the Pentagon was really funny, where he's just running around, and it's like so slow motion to him, but it's like it's happening in a matter of seconds.
Not even seconds.
It was like I said a second or two.
Oh yeah.
It because this is a second.
Yeah.
Like this, that was a second right there.
But it's normal speed for him.
Yeah.
And slow speed for us. So if you just move a bullet here, move a bullet there, move this guy's fist so when it moves, he'll punch himself.
I also love Evan Peters from American Horror Story, and American Horror Story fans out there. He's awesome. He doesn't watch that show.
No. I saw him in Kick-Ass. That was good.
He was good. Did everything. Okay, now I'll go. I did think about this. Like I said, I love Jennifer Lawrence. I thought she, in the first X-Men, First Class, she was good. She wasn't fantastic.
Well, she wasn't the Mystique we knew.
I was talking.
I'm just saying.
I was talking. She wasn't the Mystique we knew. And so it was obviously she was introducing the character. She wasn't evil yet. So this is before. And I thought it was handled very well between how she became so badass. Excuse my French. I'm classy. It was handled very well. She kept like changing like characters around, and she was breaking these people. She was like, Jennifer Lawrence stepped it up 110% in this movie, and you can tell. And the relationship between Charles Xavier and Mystique is shown more in this, and I love. In the first one, he tried to control her so much, and then by the end of this one, he's like, I spent my whole life trying to control you, and I can't do that. You have to make your own decisions, and I trust whatever decision you make is the right decision. And I thought that was really well.
So, one thing that I noticed, it's not really a positive nor a negative, but it's like something interesting that I saw. It's like Xavier's taking those drugs, and Beast is like, yeah, he takes way too much of them, and it's like it makes him so he's able to walk, but he loses his power. It's like Beast takes them too, but he doesn't overdose. But when he was taking them, he kind of looked like a druggie. He looked like an everyday 70s druggie.
Because he was.
But it wasn't like a illegal drug.
Yeah, but it was messing with his mind.
Well, yeah. But then, once he stopped taking them, he cleaned himself up. He didn't look like that druggie.
He owned it.
Like, this first scene you see him, he's walking around, he's got a blanket as a cape. Like, yeah, he's a druggie.
That was a bathrobe.
It was something like that.
It was a bathrobe!
I was at the drive-in, it wasn't
a
best
robe.
quality.
It was definitely a robe.
So do you want to talk about the, like, massive spoilers?
No. I have nothing to say.
Okay.
In the original comics, The Days of Future Past, Kitty Galore is the one who goes back in time.
Yeah.
And obviously, because she's not as popular as Wolverine, so Wolverine's the one who went back in time.
Wolverine makes bank.
So, I like the idea of she's the one who has the ability to bring people back in time.
Yeah.
I like that part where they made her a big part of it. Without her, this wouldn't be possible. I just like that part of it.
There are two really, really great scenes in this movie. One where James McAvoy and Patrick Stewart meet and talk to each other. I was like, that was awesome. I had a nerdgasm.
Don't.
And then the scene on the plane where you kind of started to side with Magneto.
Yeah.
Because he had better reasons to.
Charles is the one who abandoned everyone. He's
Yeah.
the one who disappeared. What was Magneto doing? Trying to stop these people.
Where
It may
did-
not have been the best way possible to stop these people, but he tried to.
Where did who was that character in First Class that could scream and fly? What happened to him?
Banshee.
Banshee. What happened to him?
He died probably.
And Havoc was in it, but only that one scene.
Mm-hmm.
But she was a good character. I liked him.
Okay.
Massive spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
So, what this film did was rebooted X-Men, but basically kept Wolverine.
It was crazy.
After Mystique didn't kill Trask like she did in the alternative past, because Wolverine fixed it, Wolverine made it so Mystique didn't kill Trask. He wakes up one day in the future in a bed, and it's not apocalyptic world anymore.
It's
He's like,
school.
where am I? What's going on? I lost my memory. I don't know what's going on.
Because wait, let me explain. Because once anything you've done in the past, like what happened was, if he fixed everything in the past, then no one will remember what happened.
But he remembers what happened.
He remembers what happens, and then he's also lost a big chunk of his life.
Yeah, because he he lived, but like didn't live in between the 70s and modern day, because
He lived.
well, yeah, he lived, but like
His story.
his conscience wasn't there.
Yeah.
It's basically he has amnesia for between the 70s and modern day. Again, he has amnesia again, but it works. But he's walking down the hall of Magneto's school, not Magneto's school, Charles's school, and you see Rogue there with Bobby. And
Yeah, I love Rogue, but that was a waste of a scene.
Yeah,
She
but
should have at least talked to him. Oh, maybe they've never met before because the past has changed.
but she kind of gave him that look.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
He saved her life a couple times. So.
Yeah.
But keep going.
And then you saw the original Beast, and I was like, what?
And then you saw Storm, because she
Yeah,
died.
she
died
got
in-
stabbed.
She got stabbed in the movie, but no, she's okay. She's
She's
dead.
good. She's good. Then you see Jean Grey. Jean Grey! She's alive! And Magneto goes out to touch her face, and
Wolverine. You just said Magneto again.
I keep saying Magneto! Oh my god! Sorry, guys.
I'm gonna. She goes, because obviously Wolverine loved Jean. He like goes to touch her, and then Cyclops is like, "Whoa, buddy."
Yeah, he comes out from behind the door.
Yeah,
and
so
he's like,
Cyclops
"Whoa."
is there too.
Cyclops is alive!
And it's all the original cast too. It's not no one, anyone new. It's the same people from the original X-Men trilogy.
And then Professor X is like, Logan, what are you doing? You have a class to teach.
That does not sound like Patrick Stewart at all.
I try.
You don't have to do the voices.
What class?
Just talk like a normal person.
What class do I teach? History. I think the history I know might be different than the history you know. So then Professor X is like, well, I guess I'll have to catch you up to speed. And then it ends.
They said welcome back.
Oh, welcome back. And then it explains like what happened because Wolverine drowned, and then they brought him back up, and then it ends.
Yeah, or it doesn't. But let me just, so what happens in the end is Wolverine gets like these coils all up, and he basically drowns. But then they find him. And so the guy from the original trilogy, Stryker, who's the one that put the
Who was also in X-Men Origins.
Yeah.
Was he played by the same
I
actor?
don't think so.
So there's been 3 different Strikers.
Who's put the what is it? I can't pronounce it. Adamantium in him. They find him, and he's like, I'll take it from here. And you think, oh, this is exactly how it's supposed to happen. He's supposed to take him and put the metal thing inside of him. But then his eyes do this weird thing, and they're yellow, and you go, that's Mystique.
That's Mystique.
So
what's going on?
So this is obviously going to lead into X-Men Apocalypse. I believe that Wolverine's going to be in X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh, he better be.
Because now they're just rewriting history for him.
Yeah.
Basically.
They're rewriting history for everything.
Yeah.
Because Bryan Singer was most of the stuff they're rewriting happened in X3. Most of the stuff they're correcting happened in X3, and Bryan Singer's like, I should not have directed Superman Returns, I should have stayed with X-Men. So, I'm gonna get rid of everything. Not just the other directors, but everything.
And just start over.
Yeah. Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Because they rebooted it, but kept Wolverine.
And this is a good and a bad one for me. I loved how in the past he had his bone claws, because obviously
I hate the bone claws.
Can you stop?
They're gross.
Can you stop? I'm talking.
Sorry.
In the past, he always had his bone claws, so he didn't have the metal yet. But what I don't understand is in the future, why does he have the metal claws? If at the end of Wolverine, he had the bone claws.
Spoiler alert for Wolverine! If you haven't seen
It's a spoiler review, so we can stop whatever we want about it. So I don't get. They just left that.
It doesn't matter though.
It matters to me.
Because everything that happened in that future is gone.
I get, but like.
Bryan Singer released a statement a couple months ago saying, oh yeah, Magneto can manipulate metal, and that's why Wolverine has his adamantium claws. But if you don't follow stuff like that on the internet, you never know.
I just don't get why can't. I need that explained to me.
That was my one and only bad thing. The bone claws and no explanation of claws.
Yeah.
But they didn't. He didn't use his claws a lot. He was the Professor X.
Well, he doesn't like the bone claws. He doesn't like. It hurts him when he comes out.
It hurts him when the steel ones come.
Yeah, but they look cooler.
He still used them though.
Yeah, a couple times.
I loved that scene when he woke up. Actually, I remember seeing on the MPAA rating boards there's a partial nudity. I'm like, oh, Jennifer Lawrence, and Wolverine's butt.
Smack that ass.
All right, do you want to give an overall statement?
Well, let's talk about Apocalypse real quick.
Oh, okay.
The big post-credit scenes. Obviously, they're stealing stuff from Marvel. And
well, they actually started it. X3.
I guess, but Marvel does a better job at it.
I don't know, this one was pretty good.
This one was good. I have to.
The last one in the Wolverine was good.
Yeah, but this one was really good because it showed obviously everyone saw it coming. It was Apocalypse.
Well, everyone who follows the internet.
Yeah, a younger Apocalypse.
You thought it was a girl at first.
It does look like it. It looks like an anorexic girl. All of our friends saw it too. I was like, that was a girl right there. Like I thought that was a girl, and I know Apocalypse is a boy.
I knew it was Apocalypse because I spoiled it for myself and read about it.
Yeah, I did too. I knew it was a boy, but I'm like, why does he look like a female? And he's using his powers and he's building the pyramids. And he's being worshipped as a god because if you have those powers back then, you're obviously a god to them.
Yeah.
And then
I never thought about it that way. That's where gods came from.
And then in the background, you can see the four horsemen.
I didn't notice that.
And and then Gambit is rumored, he's
not rumored, he's...
No, I mean, Gambit once was a horseman of Apocalypse, so that might be...
Was he?
Yeah, that's what I heard somewhere. I watched the video. And so he might be that, and Apocalypse has always wanted Wolverine as one, so that might be how they tie in.
Oh,
I saw this in a review. She said that he's wanted, or Wolverine was at 1.1 of his horsemen, his four horsemen.
Wow.
So that might be how Wolverine is connected to all this, and why Apocalypse wants him and wants to like destroy the world, I guess. So I think the ending scene was handled perfectly, and there's a great leap into where they're gonna go next in this series, and then how Wolverine's gonna fit into this and all that. So overall, this movie was fantastic. It was a great. Bryan Singer's back, and he just.
Is he doing Apocalypse?
Yeah.
Okay.
He redid everything. He fixed all the mistakes, and I just love that. And so I just feel like this will keep going. I feel like the movie series can go on for a little bit longer now.
It can go on for a lot longer now. People aren't gonna die. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart are like, how old are they?
They're old.
Yeah.
So that's why they brought this new cast in, so they can keep having new stories with the new.
I don't think they had this planned when they first did that, though.
No.
They might have, but...
So he keeps interrupting my final statement.
Sorry.
Either way, this movie was great, and it's a great change of pace from what Fox has been doing, and they know it too. They know that this is a good one. So overall, I give it a 9.5.
I can say I really, really, really loved this movie. I want to see it again like 8 more times, and I want to see it in 3D. Did you see the 3D? No. I want to see the 3D because I remember the commercial looked awesome when we saw Thor. So yeah, my overall statement is I loved it. So I'm gonna give it a 9.7. Thank you, Film Geeks. Come back again, maybe soon.
Yep, subscribe, like, comment below, follow us on Twitter, everything. More videos coming soon. See you guys.